Good morning, Blue Dragons. It's another day in paradise, and we're back at the beach with another episode of Chair Qigong. You have no idea how happy I am to be at the beach. So, quick overview. There are 10 Chair Qigong exercises, and we're just going to keep doing them repetitively until you get it down. So one of them is going to be for the kidney. One of the ones we're going to do is for the kidney. So you have to be able to touch your feet. So grab your chair, sit on the couch, whatever makes you feel comfortable, kitchen chair, what have you. But just make sure that you can touch your feet. So when we do this one. So the back bend we obviously cannot do. This one we cannot do. So out of the 14 we're only going to do 10, but today we're only going to do maybe 5 or 6 because I'd rather spend the time with you making sure you're doing it right. So, Maestro. Nope.
Tossed it, you changed it.
Could be. Nope.
I thought you wanted to start.
Yeah. You just had to hit the red button.
Okay, so we're just gonna have.
Move your chi. Shake your hand. Show me what you're working with. Shake your hand. Move your chi.
Shake your hand. Show me what you're working with. Now drum the sky, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now drum the sky, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now drum the earth, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now drum the earth, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them to the side, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them to the side, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now shake them up. Shake them up. Show me what you're working with.
Shake them up. Move your chi. Shake them up. Show me what you're working with.
Right kidney, left kidney, right liver, left spleen, heart, lung. Right kidney, left kidney, right liver, left spleen, heart, lung. Right kidney, left kidney, right liver, left spleen, heart, lung. Right hand jing.
Right hand jing.
Left hand jing.
Left hand chi.
Right hand shing. Left hand
Right
jing.
Right hand jing.
Left hand jing. Right hand shin.
Right hand shin. Left hand chi. Jing. Chi. Shin. Chi. Jing. Chi. Shin. Chi, jing, chi, shen, chi, jing, chi, shen, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Right kidney, left kidney, jing, chi. Heart, lung.
Heart, lung. Liver, spleen, liver. Liver, spleen, liver. Right kidney, left kidney, right kidney, left kidney.
Jing, chi. Jing, chi.
Heart, lung. Heart, lung.
Liver, spleen, liver. Liver, spleen, liver. Right kidney, left kidney. Right kidney, left kidney. Jing, chi. Jing, chi.
Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney,
kidney, chi, kidney, jing.
Heart, lung, liver, spleen.
Kidney, chi, kidney, jing.
Heart, lung, liver, spleen. Kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing.
Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Heart, lung, liver, spleen, kidney, chi, kidney, jing. Blue Dragon, Qigong. So that's how we wake up the Chi. Wake it up. Okay, so 5 sources of energy. Heaven, earth, cosmic, ancestral, food and water. So we're going to grab the energy of earth, pull it up into the heart. Grab ancestral, pull that up into the heart. Reach up, grab cosmic, pull cosmic into the heart. Reach up, grab heavenly chi, pull that into the Shen, the Chi, and the Jing. Wrists forward, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. Open the fingers. Forward, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. Reach up, grab cosmic. Push it out. Reach up, grab heavenly. Pull it into the Shen, the Chi, and the Jing. Okay, so that's exercise number 1. So what is Jing, Qi, Shen? So the Shen is the neuroendocrine and the musculoskeletal system. Now, what is the neuroendocrine? Well, the pituitary gland controls all the endocrine glands. The pituitary is paired with the pineal. The pineal only has one job, and that is to take the energy of the sun and convert that into melatonin, which regulates your sleep-wake cycle. So you should be at the beach at sunrise, and the first 15 minutes, you should get the sun penetrating into your eyes. And at sunset, the same thing. And that's how you regulate your pineal. Okay? Now, that's the Shen. The Qi is the oxygenated blood circulation. Now, we think that the heart and the lungs are actually separate organs, but it's actually one system because the heart is right in the middle of the 2 lungs. And the heart cannot distribute blood that the lungs have not oxygenated. So that's actually one system. Now the Jing is the most interesting and also the most complicated because the Jing is both the digestive system and the reproductive system. And hormones are manufactured from what you eat. So if you eat crappy food, you get crappy hormones. So the Shen and the Jing have to communicate with each other because the hormones then have to go up to the pituitary so the pituitary can then circulate them. So that's Jing, Qi, and Shen, and that is a huge part of what the Blue Dragon Qigong system is all about. Now, the other part is Qi fitness, which is the muscles and the bones. And unfortunately, in our understanding of Qigong, it's all internal. But there was a certain level of fitness that existed in people 500 years ago that does not exist now. As human beings, we're weaker than we were just 500 years ago. So we have to do Qi fitness. Then we have to do rhythmic rotational exercises. And then we get to learn the internal Qigong. Now there's a book called Tendon Changing, Marrow Washing Classic by Dr. Ming. I suggest everybody buy that book. I had to read it 4 times for me to grasp its effectiveness. And I'm a doctor of Chinese medicine for 40 years. Well, when I read it, it was 20 years ago. But it still took me 4 times of reading it before I could really distill the essence of what marrow washing, tendon changing is. Now, the 14 internal exercises are tendon changing, marrow washing. So when we do this, when we do this, when we do this, all this is for the tendons. So I want you to open your fingers, close them, open them, and then stretch them. Of course, I've been doing this for a very long time, but you have to start somewhere and you've got to practice, okay? The second exercise is for the lung and the large intestine. Lung and large intestine. So we're going to grab Heavenly Qi, and we're going to pull it into the lungs, and then we're going to hold the breath, and then we're going to bend over, and then we're going to exhale. We're going to do that 6 times. Then we're going to grab Earthly Qi, pull it into the large intestine, hold the breath, compress it up into the lungs, and then exhale. And we're going to do that 6 times. So 6, 6, 6, 6, and that is exercise number 2. Now we reverse. We grab Earthly Qi, pull it into the large intestines, hold the breath, compress it up into the lungs, and then exhale it out the lungs. Now we reverse. Hold the breath. Exhale. and reverse. Now, in case you have not remembered, so as we age, we sometimes lose the ability of the tissues to retain oxygen. So this one that we just did for the lung and the large intestine is to increase the body's ability to retain oxygen in the tissue. I think that's pretty darn important, don't you? Okay, now the next one is for the stomach and spleen. So we start and we turn in the direction of the top hand. Your eyes are focused on the center of the palm. You breathe out, your neck is going to bend, and when you get to the bottom, you're going to switch your eyes to the center of this palm. And then you're going to breathe in, and then breathe out. So we just did that 12 times. Now we're going to take the hand up over the head, keeping your eyes on the palm, and then turn, and then breathe out. So you're going to inhale as you come up, turn, exhale as you come out. Wow. So when you're turning the upper body, the fact that you're sitting, your knees are lower than your hips, you're sitting on the edge of the chair, you're creating a twist that is excellent. And I'm very happy for you to learn how to make that twist. Now, in between each exercise is something we call the Yin Yang Balance. So what I want you to do is rub your hands together, generate some friction, see if you can feel some heat between your hands. And now we're going to pour that heat from one hand into another, sort of like a slinky, okay? So you're going to inhale, hold it, and then you're going to exhale. And then hold it, and then you're going to inhale, and then exhale. So we do that 9 times. So we call that 9 complete breaths. So an inhale and an exhale is 1 breath. Now, as long as I've been teaching, I see people doing this, people doing this, but there's an actual transfer of energy from the center of one palm to the center of the other palm. And that balances the yin and yang energy. And that's of critical importance. So if you're standing in line at the grocery store or the bank or whatever, you could just stand there and you could just do this. You could play with your chi. Okay? Now, in between, before and after each exercise, is what we call the Macrocosmic Orbit or the Microcosmic Orbit, depending. If you're seated, it's the Microcosmic Orbit. So you breathe in, and then you breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now, to my personal students, I have them do that 25 times a day for 100 days. Now, the difference between the micro and the macro is the micro is done seated. The micro is done, you can replay that music. The micro is done from the anal sphincter. So from this position, I want you to push your anal sphincter out, push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in, push it out, pull it in, okay? So assuming you can do that easily, so I want you to lift your head back, push the anal sphincter out, and now close the anal sphincter. And as you lift, I want you to actually feel the chi go up the center of your spine. Now, hands forward, head forward, and now you're going to start to breathe out, and you're going to feel the energy coming down. And then hands back, head back, push the anal sphincter out, close the anal sphincter, and then pull it up the center line, hands forward, head forward, pull it down. Push it out, hands back, head back, pull it in, okay? So you get the general idea, and we do that before and after each exercise. And then in between each exercise, we do the 9 complete breaths. Okay, now, exercise number 4 is for the heart and the small intestines. So from this position, this is what we call a palm strike, but this shoulder is going to go back. And then this elbow is going to pull this, and then palm strike. Palm strike. Palm strike. And we do this 16 times. Okay, now this is called dragon claw, and this is part of tendon changing. Now, this is a thrust. Okay, before we were doing this shoulder doesn't move. This just goes straight out. And then you're going to articulate each finger as you turn over, and then you're going to pull back. And then thrust. Articulate each finger, pull back. And again, we do this 16 times. So this one was for the pericardium and the pericardium and the triple heater. And now we're going to, again, dragon claw, elbows up, arch the back. So that's the 3 parts to the heart and the small intestine. So for simple clarification, this one is for the heart, this one is for the small intestines, and this is to open the heart. Now the next one we're going to do is for the pericardium and the triple heater. So the pericardium starts to the outside of the nipple and goes down in line with the middle finger. So if we want to activate the pericardium meridian, we're going to do this. Now the triple heater meridian is the circulatory, digestive, reproductive, and that starts on the ring finger and comes up and ends underneath the jaw. So if we want to activate the triple heater, we're going to make this movement. So we're stretching the entire meridian. So if we want to do both at the same time, we're going to have our little ball of chi, and we're going to 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start with our ball of chi, and we're going to go this way. Keep your eye on the ball of chi. And then when you made a complete circle, this hand is on top, and the top hand is going to push the man, and the bottom is going to protect the baby. 1, 2, 3. Ball of chi, opposite direction. One, 2, 3. Okay. Now this next one is for the kidney meridian. So the kidney meridian starts center of the bottom of the foot, comes up behind the ankle, loops the ankle, and comes all the way up through the groin and ends at the collarbone. Okay? Now the bladder meridian starts in the corner of the eye, goes through the top of the head, comes down the back, and goes all the way down to the little toe. So this is going to be in two parts for the kidney and the bladder. So we're going to start with putting the middle finger on kidney 1, the top on liver 3. And we're going to see if we can stretch, and we're going to massage from kidney 1 to kidney 2. So this is right along the instep. So we're using our fingers to massage the kidney meridian along the instep, but the thumb is on the top where liver 3 is, which is a point that increases the flow of energy through the meridians. So now this hand is going to be in the armpit. So heart 1, so we're connecting the heart to the kidney. So if you can imagine the heart as a hot water heater, the kidney is the pilot light, and the blood is the water. So we're connecting the heart to the kidney. So middle finger to the heart, and then we're going to massage along here. And now we're going to switch legs. Okay, now we're going to do the bladder meridian. And so the way we do the bladder meridian is we're going to cross over, and we're going to pinch pull the little toe. You're going to pinch pull little toe, then the next toe, and then go back down to the little toe. That makes sure that we get all the energy flowing from the fingertips to the tips of the toes. And that's for the kidney meridian. Okay, we're going to jump to the end of the exercises, and you're going to hyperextend your wrists, hyperextend the wrists, and then you're going to push down. So you're going to create tension in your arms, and you're going to look up at the sky, and then you're going to relax. So you're extending your spine, hyperextending the wrists, extending the arm, and then looking straight up into the sky. So we jump to the end. We jump from 7 to 14. And you'll learn the other ones in subsequent classes. Now, I want you to go ha 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 ha. And then go ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Do it with me. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha 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 ha. Ho 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 ho. Ha ho. Now the next one is called Hri, H-R-I, Hri, with a staccato. Hri, 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 H-R-I, Hri. There you go. Now I want you to go ha ho Hri. Ha ho Hri. Extend the Hri. Ha ho Hri. Very good. Ha ho Hri. Okay, now the next one we're going to do is called Om Ah Hong. So where does Om start? Om starts here, Ah is here, and Hong is here. Om Ah Hong. So 20% O, 80% M. O M Ah Ah Na Hong 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 Om Ah Hong Ha ho Hri. Om Ah Hong Ha ho Hri. Om Ah Hong Ha ho Hri. So this is something that you're going to obviously have to practice on your own. So why is this important? Because we're doing the 3 treasures and we're doing the triple heater. So the triple heater is the circulatory, digestive, and reproductive. So Ha Ho Hri gets the internal of the triple heater, but Om Ah Hong is the 3 treasures. So 3 treasures, triple heater, work together. You can do it internally without doing the actual movements. So that is the conclusion. You can put changes. You can go to the last song.
You're welcome. I saw, this time of year they pop up. I guess they float in, you know? Yeah. Yeah. And then
Changes is not on the thing.
all the way, yeah, it's crazy.
Then do a search.
This seaweed will actually come all the way from like Brazil and stuff. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. All right, have a good one. Yeah.
Put Qigong in your game and your life will never be the same. Qigong is what I need so that I can breathe. Qigong is moving slow even though my life is fast. Qigong makes me flow so that I can last. Give healing energy a chance. Express Qigong through your dance. Put your hands on your hips. Put your hands on your hips. Side to side. Qigong. Side to side. Qigong. Now hula to the left. Side to side. Hula to the left. Side to side. Qigong. Side to side. Qigong. Side to side. Now hula to the right. Side to side. Hula to the right. Side to side. Qigong. Side to side. Now bend your knees and dip. Spank. Dip. Spank. Dip. Spank. Dip. Spank. Dip. Spank. Now roller skate. Qigong. Now roller skate. Qigong. Now roller skate. Qigong. Now roller skate. Now dip. Qigong, side to side. Qigong, side to side. Now Harlem shake to the front.
Harlem shake to the front. Qigong. Harlem shake it to the front. Harlem shake it to the front. Qigong now.
Harlem shake to the front.
Front.
Harlem shake to the front. Qigong. Now Harlem shake to the rear. Harlem shake
To the rear. Qigong.
Harlem shake to the rear.
Harlem shake it to the rear. Qigong.
Now hands to the sides. And bounce down arms to the side. And bounce down arms to the side. And bounce down arms to the side. Now bounce down, fly to the sky. Qigong now fly to the sky. Qigong now fly to the sky.
Now open your heart.
Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now open your heart. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now open your heart. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now open your heart. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now lift your lungs. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now loosen your liver. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now rub your belly. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now rub your belly. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now rub your belly. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now rub your belly. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Now bend from the waist. Side to side. Ball of chi in your hands. Now clean your kidneys. Side to side. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Qigong side to side. Qigong side to side. Bend from the waist. Side to side. Ball of chi in your hands. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Clean your kidneys. Side to side. Qigong side to side.
And now clean your spine.
You've been warned, you've been told. Don't get sick, don't get old. When you get no sleep, do not breathe. It robs you of your energy. Find your joy, find your peace. Qigong 7 days a week. Put Qigong in the game, and your life will never be the same. You want to make a change in your life, you got to give up the fight. Give up the coffee, the smoke, the soda, and give up the coke. We got to change the way we eat, the way we sleep, and the way we treat each other. Make a better life for yourself.
Okay. So, prevention is the only cure, and Blue Dragon is your best prevention. Thank you. See you tomorrow.